I guess Phoebe Waller-Bridge plays his goddaughter. So there's not going to be like a Mutt-esque secret child.
Yeah,
Fingers crossed.
They retconned Shia LaBeouf
out
of the
Mutt
indie universe.
He'll have a Simpsons-esque, oh no, Mutt had to go back to his own planet. Ooh, and he's up in the sky.
First and previously on, folks, he's back. I know Harrison Ford is 80.
He's
He's crashed like 7 planes over the last 10 years. But if you've been wondering, where is Harrison Ford on my big screen ever since his run in the final Star Wars trilogy? I need more Harrison Ford. When will he come back? When will he bring Indiana Jones back to the screen? The answer is June 30th, 2023, with the 5th installment of the Indiana Jones franchise, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, directed by James Mangold, who you might remember from Logan and the equally excellent 3:10 to Yuma. This movie is starring Harrison Ford, of course, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Antonio Banderas. And my immediate takeaway from this trailer is, one, it looks fun.
Yes.
And 2, they just took Harrison Ford's head and digitally put it on like some guy's body.
Yeah.
For many, if not all, of the scenes in this movie, apparently.
The thing that excited me the most about this trailer was I didn't know John Rhys Davies was going to be in it.
Love him.
But they had John Rhys Davies's voice, and he's one of my favorite Indiana Jones ensemble characters. So I was good. I was happy about that. But my understanding is there is a large part of the movie, the opening. Don't quote me on that, but that's, I believe, what I've read. That is set earlier on, where they decided to digitally de-age Harrison Ford. Which, by the way, I just don't understand, because casting a younger Indiana Jones led us to one of the best ever Indiana Jones casting of all times. River Phoenix as Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
In the opening sequence is so good. And to me, I think this is a missed opportunity to just have like some cool younger guy playing Indiana Jones. Don't know why they love to de-age people. But I believe that the opening sequence will be younger Indiana Jones, like 10 years before the movie's meant to be set, and then we'll be in to old Indiana Jones. So basically it's Irishman Indiana Jones.
Here is the synopsis. In 1969, American archaeologist and adventurer Indiana Jones lives against the backdrop of the space race.
Ooh.
Jones is uneasy over the fact that the U.S. government has recruited former Nazis to help beat the Soviet Union in the competition to make it to space, a.k.a. the real-life Project Paperclip.
I was going to say, that's actually incredibly true to one of the parts of American history that everybody ignores.
That is something the United States absolutely did.
Good for Indiana Jones for standing up against that terrible choice.
Werner von Braun, the architect of the American rocketry program, was famously one of the pioneers of the V-2 rocket system that the Nazis used to bombard London and other targets in the British Isles during that conflict known as World War II. So that is the premise. Indiana Jones in the swinging 60s. I can't wait. I will say, again, it's the only thing that is that throws me, and it's specifically the horse scene. I was talking about this with super producer Chris and Saul. It's just like they just took his head and they put it on a different dude's body. It looks a little
unsettling.
Weird.
It's unsettling, and it looks like in that scene, which is some kind of parade scene about the space race, I think, he's being chased down by Boyd Holbrook, who's the Australian actor who plays the lead Reaver in Logan. So there's a nice little Logan casting Easter egg there. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the de-aging. Will be interesting. I guess Phoebe Waller-Bridge plays his goddaughter. So there's not going to be like a Mutt-esque secret child.
Yeah,
Fingers crossed.
They retconned Shia LaBeouf
out of the indie universe. He'll have a Simpsons-esque, oh no, Mutt had to go back to his own planet. Ooh, and he's up in the sky, Mads Mikkelsen playing a Nazi. I mean, I always want to see Indiana Jones beating up Nazis. It's what he does best. And I think we need as many movies about people beating up Nazis as possible. I love Harrison Ford. I'm glad he's getting that money. I'm excited to see him being cranky on the inevitable Cranky Press tour, as he deserves to be. Yeah, I mean, what are they dialing? I don't know. That's what I need to know. What's the dial of destiny? Who's getting dialed?
My Indiana Jones does, as you mentioned, he beats up Nazis the other thing that he is best in the world at is stealing the precious cultural artifacts of some other people.
Yep.
And taking it to some random museum in Illinois.
Or just like a really weird warehouse. Like a giant warehouse. So something about Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Arguably, if he had not been in the movie, absolutely nothing different would have happened. That's the one time when his intrinsic behavior of stealing things for the government is not great. Temple of Doom, he does...
He saves people.
Good.
He saves a village.
You know what? The movie has a lot of problems, but gave us Ki Kwan. And also, you know what? At least that time he's stealing for the right people.
That's right.
They probably didn't need him to steal it, but you know what?
And then
The Last Crusade, I mean...
is potentially immortal after drinking from the cup of Christ.
Which, by the way, let's lean into that here.
Had a dalliance with a Nazi. So...
problematic figure. A problematic figure of our times.
Figure. I'm excited for this movie. I'm a big fan of Indiana Jones, even though I do think that he is a thief. He is absolutely a great
He is a thief. I long...
He's a criminal.
I long for the time that we get the... it doesn't have to be Indiana Jones, but a long time people were fan casting Oscar Isaac in an Indiana Jones style role where he would essentially steal things back from the museums and give them back to people and repatriate like stolen objects. I would love to see a pulpy Indiana Jones-esque story like that on the big screen. We don't need to name it Indiana Jones, though sometimes that does make it easier to get that stuff made. But I think there's a space for that, because you're right, he's a thief.
Up next, The Last of Us, the latest Last of Us trailer. I would imagine this is probably the last official Last of Us trailer. The show will premiere January 15th of 2023 on HBO Max, starring Pedro Pascal as Joel, Bella Ramsey as Ellie, Gabrielle Luna as Tommy, and Torv as Tess. And of course, this is an adaptation of the hit Naughty Dog video game, The Last of Us, the game of the same name. This looks really good. This, captured the kind of vibe of the video games, that kind of like very tense, dark. I hate to say gritty, but also a kind of story with a real emotional core of the relationship between an older guy, Joel, and a young woman, Ellie, who, this develops into a father-daughter relationship. I'm excited to see this. I'm a big fan of the video games, and I'm very excited to watch the show. Looks
great. I think that one of the things that they really capture in this trailer is the hard thing to recreate from the game is this mix of like this really intimate character-based story that feels very personal that you're going along as you play the game, and the huge scope of the apocalypse that they're going through. And this trailer really got that for me. There's a couple of character beats. You get Ellie kind of having this inappropriate humor moment that feels really true to the game. And then you get the hints of the clickers. And it looks, it looks great. I also kind of, I guess because so much happened this year, I missed how many unreal cast members this show has until recently when they started releasing. Like, everyone is just like a killer bit of casting with the unreal amount of star power. So I'm very excited. And it had a very outrageous, slowed down version of Take On Me by A-ha.
Creepy version of a pop song always works.
Yeah, I love it. Jordan Peele has really made it such a great thing. And I love to hear this creepy version of A-ha's Take On Me. It works. It also narratively works when you think about what the story's about. Yeah, I'm a big fan. Looks great. Can't wait.
Also, as we go into this, again, this show will premiere mid-January 2023. One of our plans for the future is to do a dive into the story of the video game. The story of definitely. Last of Us, the video game. As we're talking about the show. So that should be...
we're really excited to delve into that, because it's something that we both really just love, and to be able to talk about that and the show is a really exciting possibility.